This is the Battleford Industrial School Cemetery, where 72 children are buried, in numbered plots without names. It's important that their stories are too remembered as part of the truth about Canada's residential schools. In 1907, Dr. Peter Bryce, Canada's Chief Medical Officer, exposed the horror at Canada's residential schools, and this report made national headlines. One school in particular was File Hills Boarding School, where 69% of the children died between 1889 and 1907. In his reports, Dr. Peter Bryce called out both the lack of medical care and the refusal to act on known treatments, for example, to treat tuberculosis and improve health conditions with better nutrition, ventilation, and isolation of sick children. Now, when it was reported, there was public outrage, but instead of fixing the schools, the government silenced Bryce. For 7 years his warnings were ignored, and by 1914 he'd been forced out, and by 1920 Indian Affairs stopped reporting how many children were dying. It's important to remember parents who resisted were threatened with prosecution, jail, or losing their family rations. Attendance became compulsory in 1920. There was no real choice. Children were taken, even as death rates soared. Children died of starvation, tuberculosis, and measles. Overcrowding, poor food, and unsanitary conditions made outbreaks inevitable. Sometimes sick children were even transferred between schools spreading disease. When sent home ill, they carried death back to their own families and communities. All the while this was going on, the government filmed model schools. Children dressed up, praying, looking saved. These were the images shown to the public, but behind the camera were cemeteries, silence, and truth. So remember these children, not through propaganda, but through their graves, their stolen names, and the truth that Canada tried to erase. And when we say every child matters, and when we wear our orange shirts, we honor not just the survivors, but all those who never made it home.